Welcome to the lair of the Batty Boffin.
Hello Batty fans, here's a little bit more about the place value pizzas. Now in an earlier video I introduced these place value pizzas using the numbers of 1, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000, million and so on up there, the bigger numbers. In this video we're going to be looking at the smaller numbers, the things that are less than 1. So here we start off with our unit, our pizza. And as I mentioned in the previous video, in order to learn all about place value, you really do need to eat a lot of pizza. So make sure you're scoffing some right at the moment. That would be very good. Aid your learning there. So there's our units, our ones or units. And here, just to divide off all the things that are bigger than 1 from all the things that are less than 1, we put our decimal point. So anything on that side is tens, hundreds, thousands. Anything on this side is little bits. So here's our first bit of pizza. This is maths land, so all pizzas are divided into 10 slices, and there's 1/10 of a pizza. You may have pizzas at home divided into 5s or 6 or 8s or something, but in maths land they're always tenths. So one slice is 1/10 of a pizza, and here it is written as a fraction, and here it is written as a decimal. You can use either notation depending on what you're doing. So 10 of these make one of those. 10 slices make one pizza. Or if you like the other way around, one pizza divided into 10 equal shares, you get a slice each. What about if you take a slice and divide that into 10 equal shares? Well, you get a bite. Here's a bite. So it's just that corner of the pizza up there. These, by the way, are all downloadable from the website, appearing here by the magic of editing, www.battyboffin.co.uk. Pop along there and it's on the downloads. You just print them out as many as you like on these. The PDFs come as big pictures like this, and some of the little ones which we'll be using in other videos, so you don't have to use great big ones, but they're quite good for displays and column headers. So there's our 1, our unit. There is 1/10, and this is 1/100. 10 of these make one of these, 10 of these make one of these. So, getting 10 times smaller, getting 10 times smaller. What's 10 times smaller than a bite? Got a nibble. So there's my little nibble. That's just a little sort of bit off the end here. For some reason it's brown, not yellow, not quite sure why. Different colouring pens, I think. Okay, so that's 1/1000th. It would take 1,000 of these to make a pizza. 10 of these make one of these, 10 of these make one of these. I'm going to have to move this up a bit, I think, so I'm going to move my decimal point. I can go right over there, my decimal point there, move these all up a little bit. Okay, so that's 1,000th, and we can see that written as a decimal. What's 10 times smaller than a 1,000th? Answer: a 10,000th. And this is a little crumb. You need a magnifying glass to look at that. So that's one of these little tiny crumbs that's fallen off the side. Okay, and it would take 10,000 of these to make one pizza. 10 of these make one of these, 10 of these make one of these, 10 of these make one of these, and so on. Moving them up a little bit, we can go further. What is 10 times smaller than this crumb? Well, I've got a speck. It's so small you've got to use binoculars to look at it. And it's 100,000th of a pizza. There it is written as a decimal. And what's 10 times smaller than that speck? Well, it's getting a bit hard to draw actually, so at this point I've gone down to the nanoscale and we've got a happy cell. It's probably it's either a plant cell if it's a bit of the bread, or it's an animal cell if it's a bit of the cheese. I don't really know what it is, but it's something small, purple. It's got a smiley face and you look at it through a microscope, which I'm quite proud of that microscope actually. It's rather nice that. So that is 1/1,000,000th of a pizza. So it would take 1,000,000 of these to make a pizza, and that goes over there. So let's just write those out. We've got our units, our ones, that's there. Next to those are our tenths, and I'm going to write these in lowercase. I'm using capital T's for tens on the big side. I'm using lowercase for tenths on the smallest side. Then we've got hundredths. Then we've got thousandths. Then we've got 10,000ths. Then we've got 100,000ths. And then the next one would be 1,000 thousandths, but you call that millionths. And we don't tend to put commas on this side. When you're doing the numbers up there, the thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, we put commas between them every 3 places. We don't generally put commas between them here. So here's a number. We could have 0.0037, and that would represent 3 in the 10,000ths column. Sorry, beg your pardon, 7 in the 10,000ths column and 3 in the thousandths column. So 3 of those and 7 of those and none of anything else. So we're going to do a bit more with those in some of the later videos. Get yourself some of these printed out, depending on where you want to go in the maths. Either just print out the tenths and the hundredths, maybe the thousandths, or if you're feeling brave, go for the whole lot and have a lot of fun colouring in the morning. See you next time, Batty fans.
Mwahaha!